right, we're gonna do a load of meat at one time on the Po Man. Sometimes you can just do a steak or a few pork loins, but we're gonna do 4 chicken halves, which are marinated overnight in mustard and Worcestershire, and 4 half slabs of ribs. Cut them in half because if you hang them full length, the bottom parts, the lower parts, will get a little bit more done than the top. Just a homemade season. It's got a lot of sugar in it, a little paprika. You make your own rub. Coat it as hard. I put a little bit of mustard on here. I didn't marinate them, but I put it on there as a binder. It'll help hold the seasonings. And you want to put it on there pretty thick. It'll kind of give it a glaze. Turn it into meat candy. Especially on the meat side more than the bone. And sometimes on ribs, when I hang them, I'll let them sit there with the lid off for maybe 10-15 minutes. They get a little more smoky flavor to them that way, instead of just cranking the lid down on them. Pat that seasoning in. Take 1 skewer, top rib. And you can get up to almost, I've done 6 before. Just hang them on there, kind of get them spaced evenly. So meat's got enough, the meat's a part where the heat can get inside and out of every side. Same thing on the chicken. Now I did marinate these. Coat them real good. This has got some Old Bay in it. Salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic. Again, you can put whatever you want on them. Good amount of meat. If you have a big group of people, good thing is you don't have to mess with it once you put it on there. You're done. You can go see your friends and hang out and leave it alone, let it do its thing. Same thing on skewering. Just go underneath that wing, pop it. Same thing on spacing. You gotta let the heat get around every side. If they're touching, it kind of blocks it. And that's it. I'm gonna leave it like that for about 5-10 minutes till the smoke goes down, then I'll put the lid on. All right guys, we've had the ribs and chicken on there for approximately 2 hours, just a little bit under. I'm gonna let the chicken keep rolling, but I'm gonna pull the ribs, wrap them in foil. It's known as the, I guess, Texas crutch is what everybody calls it. It just basically steams it, adds moisture. Everything looks right, and it's pretty simple. We're just going to take sauce first. You can do it all over the pan, but I'm going to do it in one spot. And I'll show you why I move it to one side instead of the entire pan. So I'll take these, lay that, meat side, flip it to bone. Meat side, flip it to bone. And this just gives it a little bit of moisture. So when you're steaming it, it just helps tenderize it. And we'll put it right back in there to chicken. And we'll probably leave it there for approximately 15-20 minutes, if that. I'll pour a little bit more on the top just to give it a little bit more moisture. And we just wrap it up tight. You see the chicken's still going. We've got plenty of room. Stick it right in there. There's a grate underneath the chicken. Put it right back on. Give it about 15 minutes. All right, everybody. The ribs have been on there for about 20 minutes wrapped. Tin foil. We're gonna go ahead and pull them and the chicken. Chicken looks awesome. Cool thing about these skewers, just lay all your meat down where you want it. It's done. See that breast splitting right there along the tenderloin? Good smoked outside. Got us a spot for ribs. Now these will be extremely hot. Now we got 4 chicken halves, 4 half slabs of ribs. We're ready to feed everybody. You can get all these recipes on pomangrill.com.